Today we will be discussing the collection. This is again the base of your development part where either you are working on integration, LWC or on the trigger or asynchronous epics. Collection is the one using which you will going to handle your logics and the DMLs, SOSL and SOQL and the SOSL we will going to discuss today. So these all four are the very important part and the base of your Apex development. So let's start with the collection part first. So as the name suggests here, collection, this means we are collecting something. Okay, so here we are having some kind of container like this. My screen is visible. Can anyone
For
Yes,
you,
yes, you're visible.
your screen is visible.
Okay. Thank you. So collection, we are collecting we are collecting something in a container. Okay, so here this is a container, and in this container we are collecting the values here. So these values can be of primitive data type also, and they can be of non-primitive data type also. Primitive means it can contain the string values also, or it can contain the objects also. Object means the as object records which are present in our Salesforce. Okay, so here to collect the data, we have the three ways. Either we can collect it into the list, or we can collect them to the set or to the map. So these three are the ways using which we are collecting our data in the Apex code. So first we will going to discuss with the list. Okay, so list is an ordered collection. We can store duplicate in the list. So please keep yourself on mute. Background noises are coming. Okay, so first one is the list. List is the thing where we are collecting our data, and whatever the things we are collecting here will be collected in the ordered way only. Ordered way means like suppose I want to collect data 1, 2, 3. These three values I want to collect in a list. So how I will going to store them or how they will going to store? 1 will be inserted first, then 2 will be collected here and 3 will be collected here. The same way we will going to insert them into the list, the same way they will going to store. So these are their address. 0 is the address of first, then this is the address of second, and this is the address of third. Using these index value, we can access the value which are stored into this list. Okay, if I want to suppose access the value 1 from this list, then from 0 index we will going to, or using this 0 index we will going to access this 1. Okay, this is how we used to add index. This index will going to give me the value which is stored at this. So the same way you will going to insert them, in the same way they will be stored. It is not like shuffling that 3 is stored first or the third is stored at the second place and then 1. No, the same way you will going to store them or add them, in the same way they will going to store. Now we store duplicates also in the list. Like suppose there is a value 1, then again 1 is there, then 2 is there, and then 3. So you can add 1 2 times in the list. Okay, so now your new container will be like this. 1 will be here, then again 1 will be stored, and then 2 will be stored, and then 4 will be stored at the third place here. 0 1 2 and 3. So 3 index values, and these are the different values which are stored here. Okay, so this is how we store the data in our list. So this is the primitive data I am storing, that is this is of integer type. Okay, similar way we used to store the records also, like account record I want to store. So here you can store the complete record at this first place, then at the second place your second record will be stored, and then third place third record of complete account will be stored here. So how you will going to decide whether I should store a primitive data or a non-primitive data? So this is the way. Here, this is the syntax, or this is the way how we used to declare our list or initialize our list. So list, first list will come, then this bracket, then the data type you have to tell what type of data you want to store in this list. So data type will come, then your name of your list, what name you want to give to your list, equals to new, this is the initialization, okay, then list, then the data type again. Okay, example, I want to store my account record. So account record means my data type will be this time account, because this object record I want to store here. So list will come here, then your data type is account this time. This is my name of my list, then equals to new list of account. So this list now will going to store all the account records. Okay, here my account record first will come, then account record second, then account record third. This is how this list will going to contain the values. Okay, this is clear in the list. Now the second way to store your data is the set. Set is again also a similar way here. This is your container. This is of set type now. It has a properties different from the list. What are how it is different? Here data which you will going to store will be stored in unordered collection. Like suppose 1, 2 and 3 you want to store. So it is, you are not sure like how it will going to store. It can be stored like 1, 2, 3 format also, the same way you will going to enter, but it can also store in a unordered format, like 2 can be stored at first index, then 3 can be stored here, and then the last place 1 can be stored. So here we are not sure our data will be stored in a ordered format also or in an unordered format. Okay, so the most possible way is it is stored in the unordered collection only. Okay, and the another property which is different from the list, here we cannot store the duplicates in the sets. Okay, like suppose if 1, 1, 2 and 3, these four values you want to store. So now in your set 1 will be stored, then 3 will be stored, and then 2 will be stored. Okay, only the unique values will be stored. It will not going to allow 1 to store again in this set. Only you try to enter or store four values, but it will only going to enter the values which are unique, not the duplicates. But in the list it will going to store the 1 2 times. So how the set, this is how the set and the list are different from each other, and the syntax will remain same here as of list, only the name will be changed. Here you are declaring a set, so set will be here, then the data type will come, then your name of your set, okay, equals to new set, then the data type. Here also we can create a set of primitive data type also and the non-primitive data type. Primitive again 1, 2, 3 integer values I will be storing, or I can create a set of account also. Okay, so here the data type will be account at that time, and then the set of account will be there, new set account. So here this is set is created of set of IDs. So ID is the data type. I can store all the IDs of record here in this set. So all the IDs will be stored here at this point. This is how set will going to store the values.